You ready, Chris?
You ready, Ben?
Let's get it.
Man, let's get it, man. Welcome to the Follow Then Lead podcast. Welcome to another edition of Follow Then Lead podcast. We back at it again, live and in color. What's up, bro?
What's going on, family?
It's all good, man. So I know you came from LA not too long ago.
Yeah.
Cali, were you in Los Angeles, Cali, Sacramento? Where were you at?
I was in LA.
Nice, the
Right.
big stuff.
I was in LA. So dude's like, I don't know a lot about it. People are gonna be listening to me like, this dude don't know what he's talking about. So, like, I was near Inglewood.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say. I don't really know. I was
That's
in
all
LA.
right. Look, as long as you was in LA.
I stayed in Westchester, which isn't far from like downtown.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, look, I've never been on that side of town.
Okay.
So I'm living my experience through you. What was it like, bro? Like, what's going on?
I got a tan. That sun out there is different.
Yeah. Nice.
No, I felt great out there, man. It really did. It was just, I think for me overall, really felt like it was great to just be in a place I had never been, and then kind of just roaming by myself. Yeah, and just got to had a peaceful time being a tourist.
Yeah.
I've never been a tourist. I always try to be too cool for tourism when I was younger.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I don't want to walk around look like a tourist,
Yeah.
taking pictures. Now, I'm like, no, I don't care. I'm taking pictures with y'all in it.
Facts, bro. Look, man, we seasoned and we do things. We move different now,
Yeah,
bro.
we grown.
Yeah.
So it was just good to just bask in it. Bask in just being in a new place, talking to new people, asking them questions like, oh, what should I check out here, you know, just be a square.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah.
And it felt, I think it's just like it overall being in a place of mind of kind of like learning to feel and embrace things, you know. I think for a long time it was always kind of like keeping feeling away, and even having like Christina on not long ago challenged me to feel, right? Like,
Yeah, that's her thing.
Yeah.
That's her thing.
and it's just been just realizing that like it's good to feel.
Yeah.
And then we talked about it in other ways in other episodes, but like it's necessary for us as men to just feel whether things are good, whether things are bad. It's just feel it, embrace it,
Yeah.
and then just let it grow you.
Yeah. Be in the moment, bro. Like,
just
it's a
be in the
beautiful
moment.
Yeah,
That's the
it's a
word.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing she taught me when I first ran into it. Just live in the moment, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you being in LA, it's a place I've always wanted to go. I think about the Staples Center. I think about NWA,
Yeah.
Easy, all those cats,
Compton.
Ice Cube. Yeah, Compton, all of that good stuff, bro.
There's a new show called Snowfall.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. It's based in LA.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's about how crack started, but like as far as like the show itself is pretty dope.
Yeah.
The impact is pretty tough to like watch
know
because
what?
it's so real. It's like, man, like this actually ruined people's lives
Yeah.
and families and generations. But like watching the show is dope.
Yeah, there we go.
So then I went on the strip, not to be here for too long.
No, you're all right, man. Look, talk about your
So if
experience.
you look at the cover of Snowfall, there's this street where the main character and a couple other like characters like walking on a strip. There's a bunch of palm trees behind them. I went on that street.
Did
It was
you?
pretty dope. Yeah.
You took a picture and everything, bro.
Yeah. I was taking pictures everywhere.
Look, that's all right, bro.
So like you said, like watching like all these old shows and movies, and to be at these places that I've probably seen my whole life, it was pretty cool.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. I was laughing at myself because you said the show Snowfall, and I guess you started going into the crack cocaine part. I'm like, okay, now I see why it's called Snowfall. You know, the snow, crack, white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, LA as a whole is pretty cool, man. I mean, it's tough, you know,
Yeah, it
to
is.
like see. Yeah, I think it's good, like in perspective, to realize like how people live in different places, you know, because we can kind of be boxed in about our view in the world, being in one place forever. And especially like people of color, seeing how they move in different places. Not everybody has certain opportunities that they might have here, or, you know, LA being very like kind of tough to kind of advance. You know, so many people It's all about celebrity and kind of making it an entertainment. But yeah, I did a lot of things intentionally to be around, people of color in the different areas, to see certain areas. A place called Leimert Park. It's a pretty famous park, but then there's a strip with all black-owned restaurants and just stores, businesses, which is pretty dope. And they do like weekly events where people come together, like on Sundays and I think on the weekends, and just kind of enjoy. And then I think I saw the Nipsey Hussle store, that whole commute, and then to like learn about what he was doing in the area that was actually really impactful. He was buying things up and knowing that the city was building a train station on that strip where they lived. And so for him, it was like, yo, let's buy this land now. Let's get it before the property value goes up, before they start building access routes, through the area. And that's really his whole goal, was to kind of lift up his own community for his people.
Yeah, he was definitely, before his passing, he was showing people a different way of life. Like you said, buying property, investing. He was showing fellas like, yo, you don't have to live in the drug game. You can do something different and, live better. Like, let me teach you the real game, not shooting dice and basketball or whatever. Like, yo, let me show you how to, flow in real estate. That's where the money is at right there. So Nipsey did his thing. And I'm glad you had that experience, bro. It's good. It's like an instant growth. Yeah. You know what I mean? You just leveled up. You go somewhere different and you learn about the people, the culture, just the lifestyle in general. You come back refreshed. You come back, a new being. You got some stuff under your belt. So that's dope. Like Pops used to say, when you go into your teens, you're like, oh, you got a little must on you. You got a little dirty. Yeah, so yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting from you right now. So that's dope. Bro.
I appreciate it. Yeah, man. I plan to do it more often. So
you should.
I'm just gonna be dipping out. Where you going? I don't know. I'm going to Chicago this weekend.
Man, bro.
Taking long extended weekends.
Man, I'm about to run out of this studio now.
So how you been? You're talking about me this whole time.
Man, I'm good. I'm sounding like you from the last few weeks. I feel tired, bro.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm good though, man.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, I was like the last sessions we came in. You were like, I'm tired, but so that's me, bro. I'm tired, but I'm feeling good, man. I'm all right. Yeah, yo. Photography's been amazing. Business been dope. I thank God for the power of good thinking and speaking good. When I first came up here, I said, people gonna know who I am as a photographer. Like, they gonna know me, you know what I mean? I'm gonna make my connections, I'm gonna network, I'm gonna get myself out there, and it's been happening, you know what I mean? Just recently had this amazing photo shoot with this real estate agency. I told you about them. It was real major, it was real big. I needed to do that. Went out, did that, and
real estate agency, looked out for a brother.
Yeah. Oh, they definitely did, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Keller Williams Real Estate Agency. Amazing people, bro. Yeah. So they blessed me. Great energy, great people, and also led to another photo gig too. So that's awesome. It's beautiful, bro. Yeah. Tired, but a good tired. Let me put it like that.
Yeah. It's a tired that kind of fuels you to keep going.
That's a fact, because you see the advancement, you see the growth in it, bro. Especially when it's your own baby, your own business. Yo, yeah. I'm all smiles. I'm tired, but I'm all smiles, bro.
I'm with you.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Yo.
So we here today to talk about, our topic of the day, which is faith, and how faith, ties into manhood and just the way we live, the importance of it. You got anything about faith? And how, when you first think about faith, like, what do you think of?
Just like what everybody else think of, God. It's the definite religious part of faith, and the connection between man, woman, and God. That connection right there. Even the scripture says, it's impossible to please God without faith. You gotta have that to please the Most High God. But faith also is, it can offer a lot to a person's self-improvement and their self-development as well. The thought pattern, what comes to mind when I think about faith, and the trust as well. That whole saying, okay, I got faith in you, which means I trust you. I got confidence in you. Or I got faith in myself. I got confidence in my own abilities, and I trust myself with what I'm working with. Like, for me, and just to tie it into manhood, I feel like a man can't live or be in a zone of success if he doesn't have confidence in himself. If I ain't got faith in myself, as far as like being a dope photographer, screw what everybody else think, the negativity, the lack of support, but I got faith in myself.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't have faith, there's no clients, there's no success, there's no growth, none of that. But when I have faith in my own abilities and I'm going out here doing my own thing and I'm killing it, that's when the confidence, that's when the faith is, I think it's almost at its best.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like when it comes to manhood, men need to have confidence in themselves for things to flow properly.
100%. When I think about, faith and manhood, it's important for us as men to be like, like you said, the first thing I think of is God for sure. And as a man, having faith is like fuel, and there's like a scripture that talks about like faith and like vision, or something like that. So anyway, when I think about like faith, let me get my thoughts. Like without vision, the people perish. Something like what the scripture about vision and without vision, the people perish. And as a man, like you need purpose, right? And to have purpose, you need to have a vision. And so without a vision, like you have to have faith to have a vision. To have faith, you have to completely trust, like what you're saying. You have to completely trust in someone or something. And having faith in God, which is our source, is giving complete trust of my life to him. And he supplies me with vision, purpose, for my life and for the lives of those that are around me. And so I think as men, it's kind of like we have to go to the source so then we can have faith. Well, we have to have faith to go to the source, and then the source will give us our vision and our purpose. And a lot of us, at least for my life, for a long time, I didn't walk around with faith. I didn't completely trust God. I kind of believed, and there's a difference between belief and faith. It's like, yeah, I believe in God. Like, I believe that you, Chris, that you're here, but do I have faith that you're going to do what you say you're going to do?
Mm-hmm.
If I ask you.
True.
That's different. So having faith in God, like you said, is trusting in him to do what he said he's going to do. That he's going to provide and care for me like he said he's going to, So to me, yeah, faith is that just completely trusting in God that he's got my life. And then when I give my life to him, that he's going to provide me with that vision and that purpose.
And see, that's grand, that's dope, and I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people out there that don't believe in God, but they believe in faith.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm a man, so I got faith in, I guess, I got faith in me, or I got faith in you, but not faith in God, because I don't believe God. But at the same time, this individual is still getting, quote unquote, the same blessings, quote unquote, the same, Mercedes, the same house, because they got faith and trust in, I guess, themselves or whatever. So see, that's the thing. Like when I spoke about the religious part, the religious side of faith, that's one thing, and that's what a lot of people connect faith up to is religion or, God.
Mm-hmm.
But some people don't flow in either one, religion or God.
Yeah.
Well, how would you, how can we spend that?
It's like natural laws, like everything was created, and then there are laws within creation, everything that happens is law of gravity. And even if I don't believe in gravity, if I drop something, it's going to fall because the law of gravity, right? It's inherent. So I don't have to believe in it. It is. So even if I don't believe in God, there's still a law of faith that works. There's still a law of belief that empowers you to and fuels you to do what you can do what you. So if I don't believe in God and I believe I can go dribble a basketball and score a bucket, I'm about to go dribble and score a bucket. You know, like,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna go to my job and
Yep.
make some money. If I believe that, it's gonna happen. So like belief inherently is just a law that works because of, you know,
It is what it is.
It is what it is because of what was created. It
Yeah.
was spoken and it is. Like it doesn't change.
Yeah, it's called principle.
It's
You can't go against it. It just is what it
You
is.
can't change the principle. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And so you can't change the laws. They are what they are. And whether you believe in the source of the law, maybe that it will give you more power in it, but you can still operate in the law, whether you believe in the power of the creator of the law. You know, I might not believe in, you know, Darwinism, but I can go in the science class and pass tests based on, you know, science and biology.
Yeah.
So it's beneficial for you in many ways that we probably can't cover right now. But if you can operate in faith in things and in people, and it might not be a religious sense for you, even though, you know, if we're talking about it religiously, you know, if I have a mentor or my father, say I have my father, and I have faith that my father, if I call him, I get in an accident, that he's going to come through for me. You know, he's going to come, he's going to, you know, help change my tire, you know, or something that he's going to provide, he's going to take care of me. And so faith is, like you said, it's just complete trust in someone or something that is going to do what you believe it's going to do.
Yeah. Man, I feel like faith is just this awesome gift God created for us to utilize. And faith isn't just, I got faith, I want to get some money, or I want to get a car. Like faith pushes you to become better. One thing that I've learned that, bro, you got to have the right mentality, a positive mentality for faith to operate at its full potential. Like you got to have a soul of goodness. You got to be pure. You got to be on point. Because if you speaking negative, or your thought, you may be praying like, yo, God, or, you know, whatever, Most High, God, I need for this to happen. And I know it's going to happen, but you're talking. But on the inside, you feel you just, for you, that individual, like, you know it ain't going to happen, the negativity. Like, you just got to believe, you got to know, you got to have that hope that this faith thing is going to work. And it really will work. But, you know, you got to have the right mindset. So faith will push you to be better. Like, okay, I want this to happen for myself. I want this to happen for my family. I want this to happen to my, you know, for my friends. I want a great business. I do want a nice house. I want a nice car. I want money. I want success. I want all this good stuff. But if I'm not right within, it's not going to flow. I can talk all day long, but the mindset got to be right. The soul got to be right. And the actions got to follow through on it as well. Like, you know, you want faith to flow and be what it needs to be for you in your life. You got to put the actions behind it as well, bro. So yeah, God is good for making faith, man.
Yeah, and you spoke on it as far as like the action, because if I have faith in you that, you know, say, okay, I get in a car accident right now and I need a ride because the car got towed, whatever, and I call you, you know, that is my work. So I have faith that you're going to come through for me, but then I have to call you for you to actually come through for me, you know, to give for that opportunity for the faith to work, you know. So if I believe, or if I have faith in something that I need, there's always work that needs to be done on my end for that actually to happen. So like the scripture says, faith without works is dead. So that's not like faith is living, it's action, it's moving, it's thriving. Because by my faith or by my action, it proves that my faith is real.
Yeah.
You know, so if I have faith that I'm going to get a job and I'm sitting at home every day, I'm not looking for jobs, that's not faith. Anybody said, like, you know, you daydreaming. That's what it is. It's daydreaming. Daydreaming. I heard that recently. Like, if you have vision and you're not putting action behind it, you daydreaming. You know, if you have faith and you're not putting any work, you just, you know, you're in.
It's just
in
a thought.
land.
Yeah, it's just a thought.
It's a thought. It's not real. It's not a life. And so when people talk about manifesting or, you know, energy and all that, Yes, because it's part of like the law of like faith. Like if you're not moving, you're not alive. So then if your faith is not moving you to action, then it's not real. Your faith isn't real. So like you have to act. So with everything, we have faith. If I have faith I want to be in the NBA, I have to train from today, from 10 years old to 20, to get to the NBA. There's action steps that need to happen. If I want to be a millionaire, there's action steps. I have faith. God, I see that vision. I have faith in that vision. I'm going to be a millionaire. What you going to do from today to there to get for God to prove that that's actually real for you?
Yeah.
So action is necessary.
That's dope, man. Now for the people that are listening and tuned in, like you said, faith is actions. It's alive. You gave the example by calling me up, and that's the work. And you have faith in me, then I'm gonna come through. Mm-hmm. But on the flip side, people can actually lose faith because of that. Mm-hmm. Now, if I call you up and I need a favor and you never come through, and I'm flowing in faith, like this person is going to come through for me. Like it's like then what? Because people, because it happens, and that's the sad part about it. If I'm calling up, a family member or a close friend, I need you to come through, and you're expecting these individuals to come through. Mm-hmm. But the bad part about that is people start losing faith. They start losing hope, that trust and that confidence that we spoke of. They start losing confidence and trust in people, and faith is no longer a thing, no longer a part to these individuals. Like, how would you break that down for someone that's going through that or has been through that?
It's like I'm trying to like bring my brain from going so like big picture. It's like faith is like, I mean, you mentioned it earlier about it being unwavering. If it's let's hold on. Let me just do it this way. So the definition of faith is complete trust or confidence in someone or something. It says complete. And then 2, it says strong belief in God or in the doctrines of religion based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof. So it's like I have complete trust. So if I don't have complete trust, then that's not faith. That's just the dictionary that we read. You know what I mean? If we believe the dictionary gives us that's the true meaning of a word, so then I have to have complete trust to have faith. So if now I'm no longer believing, or if I no longer have faith that you're going to come through or something's going to happen for me, did I actually have faith, or did I just believe? That goes to what we were saying earlier. There's a difference between faith and belief. I can believe something could happen for me, but do I have faith that it will happen for me? Because it's complete trust.
Well, that's the thing too, bro. Like, what if these people are flowing in complete trust and complete faith?
That's just my question. Are you?
But that's what I'm saying. What if they are, man?
It sounds good, right? It sounds good. Like,
yeah.
But like, it's just a question for you internally. Yeah. It's a question for me internally. Do I have complete faith? I stayed at my job for 10 years, and good job, albeit. But like, I reached the cap for myself that I'm like, man, I want to grow. I want to do other things. But then I didn't have the belief in myself that I could do it. Mm-hmm. So that faith isn't going to happen for me. I'm not even there yet because I don't even believe. So then once I start believing, I'm like, okay, I start to see a vision. And then, okay, God, I have faith that you're going to do this for me. But then I'm still at the same job, not looking for no other job. I'm just having faith that opportunity is going to come my way. That's not faith because I'm not doing anything. But then if I have complete trust and have faith, right, and I start doing the work like you're saying, and then that first job don't happen, okay, man, that wasn't it for me then. Because it's just a belief that you're going to get what is for you. Even if it's dating, like you meet somebody and you're like, okay, God, you praying that this is the person, but you're not praying that you find the right person. You just praying because you like this is the person for you.
You just want somebody to come through.
Yeah. And so now what you thought was faith, that's like a belief. You're not trusting that what is right for you. You're just trusting that what you see is for you. And faith is like, it's not what you see. What's that scripture? there's a scripture that says, and yeah, so now faith is the certainty of things hoped for, a proof of things not seen. So it's, if I'm going based on what I see, that person that I'm interested in, that's not faith. It's tangible. It's like me.
Yeah.
I believe in this bottle of water I'm holding right now.
Yeah.
Or I have faith in this bottle of water. That's easy. That's nothing. That didn't take any work. That didn't take anything for me to have faith. Now, if I've never seen a bottle of water and I had faith that I was going to create a bottle of water, that's different.
Yeah.
Because now I have to then go about doing something to get this bottle of water to happen. And that's our life. Like, we have to have belief in faith in something that's not, we don't see. Trust, complete trust that what I don't see and what I might see in my mind, but not in life.
Yeah.
If I don't see this thing here, I don't see that $1 million in my bank account, but I can envision it. Okay, God, I trust you to provide for that I'll have a spouse and I'm going to have a family of children, or I'm going to have a content life or an abundant life. Okay, God, I trust you. Now, what do I need to do to make that happen? There's always something. It's always about you, right? It's not about you, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's about what, giving for those that are not religious, this is how we believe, right? Like that. I give my life to God, who I don't see. The evidence that he is real has, at least for me, played out in life to show me that he's real for me. I might not have always had faith. I might not have always believed.
Mm-hmm.
But throughout my life, he's been constantly providing evidence in what, that he is real for me and that he's there for me. So then through that evidence, it's like, okay, I believe and I trust you, that you're going to do what you need to do, that you're going to do what you say you're going to do for me, or just in the world. We can go into that further, and I know you can talk about it. Maybe we have a whole episode.
Yeah, we're going to drop it like it's out with that one,
right.
Bro. But you're on point.
But it's the faith.
Yeah, and I agree. You definitely dropping some solid knowledge. One thing to always keep in mind, you are the creator of your own misfortune or fortune, based off of everything that you just said, just the way you're thinking. Like, you saying it, you sound good. Like, I got faith. I'm praying to God. You talking, but, do you really feel that way? And if you don't, you're not going to reap the benefits from it. Like, you say you completely in faith and you completely trusting, you completely got confidence in God, but what your heart really saying? So if the inside isn't connecting up with your mouth saying, you're not going to reap no benefits from it. Not to knock nobody, not to, disclose any, information or whatever, but, I've spoke to some fellas, and, they're like, yo, I'm praying every day, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing everything right, but that's in your own eyes. I got to go back and ask you, like, are you really doing everything right? Who you shacking up with? Like, are you paying your tithes? Little things like that. Like, what's your everyday walk like? So you might be out of order in some things. You might not be having the full trust and confidence like you say you really do. And so with that, you're not seeing the fruits that, you think you're seeing. It comes, yeah. Mm-hmm. we got a guest in the building.
That's a solid amen.
Yeah, man. Amen, yo.
I also think, like, people, pain is a natural process of life, right? Pain is necessary. And I think what we want in life is for things to always be good. This, like, blissful, period, or this blissful life that we've been given by, like, movies or fantasies or even some preachers, or this American dream of this nice, sweet life. Like, there's nothing in life that's like that. Everything in life goes through something.
Yeah.
Everyone that, even if they're millionaires, billionaires, they have this trouble. They lose this.
Yeah. People just see the end result. They just see the beauty of it.
Right. So you're looking at this small period of time you know. But that small period came because of all of this that happened before that. So I think having faith, like Joseph in the Bible was given a vision. What is he, 17?
Yeah.
It didn't happen until he was about 33. And he went through pain, more pain, more pain, and more pain. And then through it all, he still maintained faith. He might have wavered, he struggled, through it. God, questioning God, struggling with God, but still, I'm gonna keep going. I still trust you. And then at 33, 15 years later, or 16 years later, whatever, it happens for him. So like that's, and then even when it happened for him, he still had to go through a little bit more pain so that he can do what he should do for others. And like the pain is like necessary for us. So we have to have faith even when it's hard, even when we go through, even if we're not seeing the results. If it's been 6 months, it's been a year, it's been 5 years, like you still have to continue that faith because it helps you kind of go through, right? Because if we lose faith of whatever we want, whatever we have envisioned for our life, or whatever we've been told for our lives that are beneficial, then we're probably going to stop short of something. We're going to lose heart, right? We're going to give up. We're going to get sad and then get depressed. And then all of these other negative things can take over on our lives or come upon us because we've lost our focus. We've lost heart.
Yeah.
We've actually let go, right? If we have a choice constantly. It's a constant choice.
Yeah.
To have faith or to let go of the faith.
Yeah, man.
It's a constant choice. And things happen to us. Things are going to happen no matter what.
Yeah. It's just like
you have a choice at every time to choose life or choose death.
Yeah.
That's it. And faith is life.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, bro, faith will definitely challenge you and make you a better person, bro, if you flow in it. There are two types of visions. It's the eyesight, like you said, the tangible thing that you can just see. And then it's the mind sight. That's what you were speaking of a while ago. Like when things get tough and you don't see, I guess, you don't see the fruit or you don't see the goodness, it's 5 years go by, you still don't see nothing. Can you still have that mind sight of okay, I know this is going to come. I know this is going to happen. Let me just stay the course. Let me endure. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. A lot of us get caught up in the first vision, the tangible stuff, and then we give up. When things, like you said, when things get hard, we give up. But when you have mind sight, you know what's up. Like, this is going to happen. You're going to keep pushing. You're going to keep pressing. I think it was Les Brown that spoke about that. He gave the example of two individuals, two men, and they both lost their job at the same time. And, one guy was negative, he lost hope because he's same thing. They both went out trying to find more jobs and all that other stuff. One guy got negative and just gave up, started speaking bad, lost hope, started, just drinking, tearing up his family, all this other stuff. The other dude had a positive mindset, the mind sight. Like he knew he was going to get another job. He stayed positive, kept applying for jobs. He even, the positive guy, he even, came in as an intern, worked for free at one company. And like within a month span, he became like a head supervisor, So he got his, got the major career, flossing, the money, all that good stuff. Great job now, only because he kept the mindset. Like you got to stay positive even during that pain period, like you said. Like if you know it's for you and you know it's going to happen, faith tells you it's going to happen. God told you this is what's going to happen. You got to keep that mindset. Even if you don't see it, you know it in your mind, your vision. Like you know what you see, and you got to keep pushing and pressing towards it.
And like what you're saying, if you have the mindset, then you're gonna keep doing the things that keep you there. Like, all right, if I still see the vision, I'm gonna do the things that I see myself doing.
The works.
All right, I'm gonna be working out. I'm gonna, be in this room, or I'm gonna try and get around these certain people that'll help me, build and grow. I'm gonna talk about these things, or I'm gonna research, or I'm gonna, you're gonna do whatever it takes to continue moving towards whatever you see. And to touch about like the struggle part, it's like, especially as men, like we at least most of us love sports or like sports as for one reason or another. But like, who doesn't like the story of, the underdog story? And one of those probably the greatest things that's gone on for history is every once in a while there's this underdog story. Everybody likes the dominant team.
Yeah.
But everybody likes the underdogs when they come up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The Cinderellas, they call them.
Yeah, man.
Right? That, shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, those right. College bracket busters, them be the best,
especially in college.
Yeah,
especially in college basketball.
Yeah.
But like that is probably one of the most like fulfilling stories. And then we watch movies about people that have like gone through, the pits. Well, they were once great at something, and they went through the darkness.
Yeah.
And then they fight out of it and become even better. We love these stories.
Yeah.
But we don't want to live it.
No, we really don't.
Right? Like
that's facts.
But it's beautiful. Like there's no story that's beautiful that's without pain.
Yeah.
But Tupac got that song where he talks about a rose that come out of the concrete.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like now look at how strong that rose had to have been to break through concrete.
Yeah. That's solid.
Right. And it shouldn't have been there. The concrete anyway.
Yeah. But it's there.
It's there. And I think so there's that scripture, right? And endurance develops strength of character, and character strengthens our confident hope of salvation. I read it again. And endurance develops strength of character, and character strengthens our confident hope of salvation.
I like that.
Like, to endure, like how much more beautiful would it be to finally get what you've been waiting on for 10 like Joseph, 15 years, 16 years. And then it'll always look different than what you thought. Like, it's
absolutely.
Whatever you envision, whatever you have in faith for, there's probably so much more. There are more blessings that will come with it that you're not even aware of if you just only endure, right? There's character, like this is saying, endurance develops strength of character.
Yeah, man.
There's so many more like qualities that you'll have as a person, having had gone through this path, just having faith. Okay, God, I'm gonna have one step in front of the other.
Yeah.
I might not see everything clearly. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take this step.
Yeah.
Okay, God, you tell me I gotta take another step. And imagine the people you're gonna meet along the way, the impact that you're gonna have on other people. Just continuing to walk. Life is not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Yeah, man.
So you ain't gotta reach there tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's the process.
That's it, man.
And faith allows for you to grow in a process. And we always want it now. Imagine we everything we get, we 25, we get everything we ever envision. That would be a terrible life.
Yeah.
Because what you gonna do from that point until you 65, you ain't got no more, there's nothing you going after anymore.
It's
you
gonna
got
be
everything.
It's gonna be a terrible world. That's what it's gonna be, bro. Look, the Moheads said that, anything you get easy ain't worth having. And that's true.
There's money, there's women,
it's not
sports,
worth having.
That's a house, that's a car, anything. You don't value it the same.
Yeah, it makes sense now that we're a little older, because, you get something quick and easy, there's no value behind it. You know what I mean? And like I said, you didn't
put getting a bag of chips versus a home cooked meal.
Yeah. I ain't gonna.
It's quick and easy to get that bag of chips, but your body just broke it down. It's out of here.
Look,
that home cooked meal stick different. Hit to the ribs.
Yeah, man. Well, look, I apologize to the viewers out there. Sometimes some bag of chips is better than some home cooked meals, bro. That's a joke, man.
It's got to be quality.
It's a joke, bro.
It's got to be quality.
It's a joke, man. Well, yeah, I'll follow that. Yeah. That's true, bro. That's true. But look,
you want your food made in the microwave, or you want it?
That's what I'm saying.
Off the grill.
Like some they produce they produce the food. The manly meals, the man meals, man. They put toss it in the microwave with the brownie at the side.
All that salt in it.
Yeah, man. Sodium and everything. I'm like, just give me the Lay's potato chips. I'm good.
I'd rather that. That's for sure.
Yeah, bro. It's probably the same thing. Actually.
But that's why they call it, like, I don't know, now, like the microwave generation.
Yeah, like you get everything fast.
We look at we idolize, generations that come before us. People have been married for 40, 50 years with how everybody prays him. Man, that's beautiful, powerful.
They put in some work.
Right. We want that finished, like you said earlier, we want that finished product. But then talk to them people about what they've been through the last 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
You know, all the things that they learn, all the things that you can learn from their life experience. Things aren't always peach cobbler, right? It's not always sweet.
No. You talk to them, bro, you hear about, you know, infidelity. You hear about the cheating. You hear about, you know, financial problems. You hear about, you know, kids wilding out. You hear about struggles with neighbors, struggles with, you know, family within the family, bro. So, yeah, it's a lot, but they overcame it. Like I said, they definitely struggles, develop character. It's not all bad, man.
I'll put it this story. A friend of mine was married, or is married, but in the marriage, he endured a potential divorce. And I bring it this way because, you know, it's inspiring to me to see that in real life, you know, like, and this is why, like, our faith is so important, because it's life, you know, it's fuel for the people that are around us. You know, I remember when they got married, I was in the wedding, we were all young. Years later, you know, they had kids, and then there's a divorce happening. That's all I know. Me and my boy, we hanging, you know, and I see him through the struggle, you know, and in the midst of, like, depression and, you know, anger, frustration, all the emotions we would all have if that's going to happen, right? And, you know, but the biggest thing is, like, he took care of the house, took the trash out, snowed, shoveled the property. You know, he did what he was going to do no matter what. Like, you know what I mean?
Responsibilities.
When I hear that, it's like, bro, like, I don't know if I could have done that. You know, just the idea of you being with somebody else when we married, we got children, and now you want to just leave me. What? Oh, forget it. You don't even, you know? But to see that, you know, what kind of faith does he have? You know what I mean? That's a different level of faith. What kind of strength does he have in character to endure hardship like that? Most of us would just be like, I'm good. And then the beauty of it, like a couple weeks before the official, like, divorce date, there's a change of heart that happens. They're still married to this day, more children.
Nice.
You know, and so, like, and then what will their story be in another 20 years when they look back and tell others, you know? And then for me to see that, and how, as a man, to see another man endure through probably some of the most hard, you know, experiences, to still come out on the other end, or to break through, you know, and that's why, like, faith is so important. It's because, like, our life, and then, like, we want everything to be good, but, like, how powerful is, like, what impact are we going to have on others around us? Everything's just always good. Like, we have to take the good with the bad, because it's all, you know, all things work together. You know, we always like to hear that all things work together, you know, but yes, it's all good and bad, sickness and health, right? Like,
man.
Those things that you get on the stage and you say in front of all those people, all the witnesses, get married through sickness. Y'all tell me, what is it? Sickness and health.
Yeah.
Through good and bad.
Yeah.
You know,
all of that good stuff. We know, bro.
Stuff.
They know what you're talking about.
All of those, you know, vows, they call it. And they're nothing about, you know, beauty and blissfulness. No, it's just through good and bad, you know, through hardship, through ease, whatever it is. Like, we have to endure. I have faith that you're going to do it with me. You have faith in me. And that's the power of our lives, to have those impact on others. And that's why faith is so important to us and for us to have, because it gives us the power to move. It gives us the power to impact others. And it, like the scripture says, it builds strength of character.
That's it. That's the part that sticks out most to me, bro, is just the character faith brings, man. When you're flowing in faith, other people going to feed off of you, but, you know, the character an individual has to flow in for faith to actually, generate the power that it needs. Like the brother, like the example you just gave, the brother is still taking out the trash, paying bills, shoveling snow, just doing his daily, routine responsibilities, man. And that speaks a lot of volume to his character. And I feel like that's when people benefits most. Like if you have that good character, man, we're doing our responsibilities, we going out every day and doing what we're supposed to do, is when people benefit the most from a person flowing in good character. Like I said, your faith definitely pushes and presses you to be better. Like it just is like that's what I'm saying. Faith is so much more than, I don't want to undermine this. I don't want to say it's so much more than just the religious stance. Like faith is, trust, confidence, character building for us men. Like faith is, it makes you better. Faith empowers the community as a whole. That's why I say the gift that God gave called faith is an amazing thing. Because I guess when God created faith, and he said, he just did his thing. He just got this like, yo, I'm gonna call this faith. I guess God could see that this is what the product of people flowing in faith is gonna generate. Like so many generations of people acting in good character, doing their responsibilities in spite of, people walking in light, walking in love, walking in laughter and joy is dope, man.
Yeah. And I want to touch on that, our faith grows as we grow, right? As we allow, our life to continue to develop, so I want to stress that it doesn't matter the size of your faith, right? Have faith. It doesn't matter. I don't need to have great faith. I don't need to have, the faith that like my pastor has or whoever, or somebody that's 60 years old and they believe without a doubt what they heard, and what they know. They believe it. They have faith in it. And you might have what you call wavering faith, or you might have, all I have is just faith that I'm going to eat today. The Bible says, Jesus says, because you have so little faith, truly I tell you, if you have faith like a grain of a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. So it doesn't matter the size of your faith. It's the fact that you have faith. You just have faith that you will overcome. You will break through. I remember for me being in darkness, in my mind and living in anxiety and fear and depression for a couple years and struggling through it. But it was I remember talking to my mom about it and about anxiety. And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. It's just something that you'll always have to deal with, because I've dealt with it my whole life. And I was like, no, I'm not. And I said, I will not live with this my whole life, because it's not something I'm supposed to live. This is not how I want to live my life. And I believed and I had faith that I was going to break through this. And I still believe that I'm going to continue to break through it.
Yeah, you will.
Because, it's a process. It's a fight. You have to want to fight. You have to want to live, right? You have to really want what you have vision or have faith for. Okay, yeah, I have faith in God. For what? I have faith in you. For what? You got
to put a name to it.
There's something that you have. Faith has to attach to, and then now you have to have action behind that to get it. There's just not it. It all works together. Faith isn't just a thing. It works.
Yeah.
On something, and then to get faith, you have to work to get the faith.
Yeah.
To get the something.
Yeah. That's
crazy.
it, bro. You want the money?
So, just having little faith. So for me, when I'm breaking through, my faith was that I'm going to come out of this to have peace in my mind. Okay, God, I have faith in you that you're going to help me through this. And so what I do every day is I read, I pray, I meditate, I work out, I understand my body, I eat better. There's things that I have to do to deal with anxiety. I just talk to people, ask questions like, oh, how's your day going? like you have to fight. You have to take action to break out of this thing. In therapy, they call it, it's a cycle. It's thought, action, and behavior. You know, to change anything in you, you have to change one of those three to change all three.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it don't matter where you start. Might change the way you think. If you change the way you think, eventually you're gonna change the way you behave, and then you're gonna change your action. Or you might change the way you act. It'll change the way you think, and it might change your behavior.
Agree. That's
so
it.
You have to start somewhere to change, but you can change. You just have to have the faith to do it. And having faith the size of mustard seed. The mustard seed is like one of the smallest seeds there are on earth. And the power, what I learned recently, this is crazy, it's coming to me. The power of the greatness of a mustard seed, and why a mustard seed was so important, is that its roots kind of take over the roots of everything that's in its environment. So if I plant my faith that is the size of a mustard seed in this soil today, it don't matter your seed that's right there. It don't matter the weeds that are right here.
Mm-hmm.
The roots that if I allow the right water to pour onto my life, that now those roots are going to take over the soil and everything around it. So imagine us all having faith of the size of a mustard seed coming together. How far out the roots will reach to take over the land that they're planted in. That's the power of like your faith being the size of a mustard seed, is that you can take over whatever you want to, you know, where you are, you know. So anyway, have faith the size of a mustard seed.
You're good, man. You just talking, bro, and I see, you know, just us shedding light on the community and bringing change. That's what it's all about. Hashtag follow the lead. I had to plug it in. But go ahead, because I want to double back on something you said earlier. Right. Go ahead.
But especially for like, you know, young people that are just going through whatever, like just allow the process of life, you know, have faith. Just life is a process, you know, there's no end. There's no end until you're gone. Mm-hmm. It's a constant process. It's a constant series of transitions. You're constantly going to be growing, whether physically, emotionally, mentally, financially. There's so many things that we can continue to work towards, continue to grow at. And that it just, if you live in the moment, right? We talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Live in the moment. Embrace it where you are. Feel the bad, feel the good, right? And continue to walk forward towards, you know, what you have faith for. Just keep moving. You know, that's all I want to say. Just keep moving.
That's dope, bro.
Because if you stop, you know, you dead. Faith without works is dead.
Yeah, man.
So there's nothing that's alive that isn't moving. You know, everything has energy, and the energy is constantly moving.
Always.
So if you stop, your heart rate starts to slow down. It's like when people that are like vegetables or stuck hospital bed.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for them to really recover because their heart rate is always so slow. It's always low. The amount of blood that's pumping through their body is getting slower and slower. The blood pressure is probably dropping because just laying there, you know, you are being active. People that are athletes for a long time, they have like faster heartbeats
mm-hmm.
than normal because their body's used to that energy, just constant, and it adapts to it. So like if you just keep moving, you're gonna adapt to that energy.
That's good stuff.
So
that's good. I like
just
that.
Just keep moving.
That's dope, yo. No,
because we still moving.
Yeah, always, bro.
I'm done.
No, man, people needed to hear that, bro, and just to double back, because I'm glad you spoke on, you know, the mustard seed. You know, shout out to Jesus for that parable, because people will, you know, they will say, well, what if my faith is too little, or what if my faith is this? Like you said, what if my faith isn't like the pastors? And then, you know, all that discouragement and negativity starts coming in, and they just start losing hope and you know, start losing hope and faith, mm-hmm. and what faith is all about. So what would we tell our viewers? I know you just said, you know, just have faith, you know, just that, but I kind of want to stretch it a little further. Because we can say, you know, you ain't gotta have faith like your pastor, but what if they do? You know, for me, I kind of want to just say, stay in your lane. You know, when it comes to faith, you know, if you have faith on, let's say, on a lesser level, quote unquote lesser level, you know, just stay there. And this speaks to the progress and the works and the pain and the endurance, everything that you spoke on. You're on this level, so you need to go through this. And then once you go through it successfully and you gain what you need to gain from it, you level up. Now your faith has increased. Mm-hmm. Same thing. You're going to go through something again. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to level up. Your faith is going to level up even more, even greater. So that way, that process right there as far as faith. Like, people want to hear about, I guess, greater faith or greater works or whatever. Like, some people don't want to hear just have faith. They're like, okay. Or, you know, you can't have faith like your pastor. But what if they want to achieve that though? Like, what kind of steps, what would you say to the people? Like, you can have faith like pastor, or you can't have faith like mama. It be big mamas out here that got, big mamas got all kind of crazy faith. They want to have little sisters, they want to have that faith like big mama. Like, what would you say? Like, well, what could we say to individuals like that? Instead of just saying, just have faith, which is true. Definitely just of a must see. But we got to stretch that a little bit further out for the people.
Whoever you're looking at, their faith wasn't always where it is. And it's like working out, you know, to get to where, you know, if I want to be a bodybuilder, I got to start somewhere. I can't lift what the bodybuilder is lifting because they're trained their body to lift it, you know, so I can't do that. So now I have to start somewhere to get my body there. So I got to work out, and I got to talk to trainers. I got to learn what I should be eating. I should learn all of these things to get my body there, and it's going to take time to get there. And that's faith. Like, I can't have the faith that Big Mama or Grandma has because I haven't gone through what they've gone through. So now I just got, all right, what am I dealing with now? What do I have faith for now? Mm-hmm. Like you said earlier, just do that one thing, believe it, and then once this thing happens, it changes. Yeah. But then you also have to, like, you gotta work out your legs. You can't just work out your chest. No. You gotta work out your back. You gotta work out your arms. Exactly. You know, you gotta work out the whole body. And like, faith isn't always just about one thing. It's not just about getting more money. Mm-hmm. It could be about certain characteristics or breaking generational cycles. It can encompass everything about life. And so, one step at a time, one place at a time, having that mindfulness about understanding where you are and having faith to move forward. Yeah, there you go. Don't worry about moving the mountain. Yeah. You know, because that you'll get there. Yeah, just move the hill. Or, just move the little dirt patch in front of you. Yeah, there you go. Do that, bro. You know what I mean? And like, just build off of that. Just clean that up. Yeah, man. And then once you know that you can do that, just keep moving. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, the way I view it too, I just said stay in your lane. It's just like when you're starting off driving school. You know, you get on the highway, you're not finna go straight over to the fast lane. They're gonna keep you, you know, in the right lane. You know, you're gonna do your 60, 65, take it nice and slow. You know, learn the blinkers. You know, learn different driving techniques. Okay, now you can, you know, move over a little further to the left, go a little faster, 70, 75 now. Still build off of that, you know, still learning newer techniques as far as driving. And once you get there, now you know, now you can go into the fast lane. Now you doing, you know, 90, 100, you know, you a bad boy, you're a bad girl, you know what you're doing now. That's faith right there. Like you said, just you level up, do what you can do now, build off of that, and then you get comfortable. You continue to grow and build off of faith. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. When it comes down to it, that's it right there. That's how you grow in faith. It's just trust it, like, and we're men of faith. So we have learned to trust God for the things that, you know, for where we are in life, and that we're going to move forward. You know, when people believe what we believe or not, but this is just kind of where we are. And I think that, like, it's just about, like you said, just stay in your lane, right?
Yeah.
Like, stay in your lane as in, like, okay, this is where I'm at. I'm not trying to be the CEO of this company, you know? I'm just staying in my lane where I'm at. You know, if I'm the janitor, I'm going to do my job to the greatest of my ability and believe that something else is going to happen for me. And I'm going to keep working. And then something else happens for me. I'm going to do that to the best of my ability until something else happens for me. And just keep working, you know, keep having faith, and then doing the things, whether if you need to go to school or if you need a network, you know, do things that will help you. You know, have faith along the way. Okay, I'm going to prepare myself, because if I get to become that CEO of this, I don't know, MBA company,
Yeah.
and I don't know the ins and outs of it because I didn't work my way up, you know. So there's something about this, that endurance of, you know, strengthening of character.
Always.
There's different characteristics that you'll get along the way because you've learned, okay, and, you know, I don't want to do the mailroom, but because I did the mailroom, I met certain people. You know, I got in the door. Now I can meet and interact with people a certain way.
Yeah.
I can pick their brains and understand. And maybe just in that process, they learn that, oh, okay, those dude's a smart guy or she's a smart girl. You know, maybe I'll ask them a few questions. You know, what are you interested in? You know, oh, maybe they can lean you this way. You know, in school, go, if you're still in high school, go talk to the advisors, go talk to your teachers about life, how they got where they are, you know, what made them who they are. You know, just asking and pulling information, like, wherever you are, stay in your lane. So wherever you are, maximize it where you are.
Yeah, man.
Because that'll prepare you for that next step.
Yeah. Oh, it's the work. You know, definitely the work, bro. It's just taking me back, man. Before I even came up here, I said I was going to be a great photographer. But in order for me to be a great photographer, in order for me to get my name out there, on the side, I still have to put in the work. I might not feel like going online and doing some photography studies. I just want to get out there and snap photos, you know. But it don't work that way. So, you know, until my name got big enough, I had to put in the work on the side. I had to take the classes, had to do the free photo gigs to get my name out there. I had to, you know, just sit down and study and do all of that and network, you know, build up clientele on the side. Like I said, even if it was a free gig, I didn't know who I am, or I go to the event, other people know who I am because I'm passing out cards and doing all this other stuff. That's just it right there. Having that, still having the mentality, still speaking, saying that I'm a great photographer. I know I'm a great photographer. I'm a dope photographer. When I get to Boston, I'm going to do my thing and I'm going to take it over. At the same time, I'm putting in work, still building up, still leveling up, still doing my thing on the side. So it's the work and having the confidence in yourself that you're going to be dope, or you know that you already are dope, but just doing the work on the side as well. So it's a confidence and having trust in yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like doing the work, like that scripture said earlier, and character strengthens our confident hope of salvation, right? Like, so the endurance that you get by keep working builds character or strengthens it. Then that same character gives you confidence in the hope of salvation, or the that whatever you're having faith for is going to come about. So it's the process.
Yeah.
I have to endure the things that are happening in life around me. I have to endure the things I'm struggling with. And then that endurance is giving me character. You know, I'm going to learn things. I'm going to become a certain person. I'm going to get better. And then as I getting better, I'm like, oh, man, I'm not who I used to be.
Yeah.
But I'm here today. And so that gives me confidence. Like, okay, this process is,
it's
I'm
dope.
doing
It's
all right
working.
right
Yeah.
now, you know?
It actually works.
And so that builds your faith and confidence. Okay, that this is going to work out the way it's supposed to. I just got to keep enduring. So the more I endure, the more character and the more confidence, and then that joint comes about. It's a rejoice.
There you go. Absolutely,
I mean?
Bro. And man, and even when it doesn't come about how you want to, still endure, still push forward, you know, and check yourself and see what you're doing wrong. Because if it's not coming forth, okay, go back to the drawing board. Something's wrong. I'm doing something wrong. Get some steps along the way that I missed, or some steps that I'm not doing. Let me double back and put in the work and check that and get that corrected. Yeah, definitely had to toss that in there because I know there's people out there that feel like faith doesn't work, but it does. You just gotta make faith.
Work.
Yeah, you gotta work the faith so the faith will work for you.
You work the faith so the faith can work for you.
Yeah, man.
That's it right there.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Yeah, man.
That's it. So all in all, so especially as like, this is following lead about men following others.
Yeah.
They can become the man who they need to be.
Yep.
So they can lead others. And you gotta work. There's nothing about men that there's you have to work. Everything about you is work.
Yeah.
You gotta work for everything that you're gonna get in life. It's just in the Bible.
Yeah.
You'll till the ground, it said. You're going to till the ground for every area of life. You have to do that work.
Yeah.
As a man, as a young man, to get whatever you want in life, you got to work. To become who you want to be in life, you got to work.
That's it.
To get the fine honey you want, you got to work.
You got to put in the work, man.
You ain't going to get her if you ain't doing no work.
And that's
She
it,
gonna
bro.
come around, she be like, what you doing? You ain't doing nothing for me.
Yeah.
And even if she does like you, her father's going to be like,
yeah, but what you do though? What
What's
can
he
you do?
doing?
Yeah, what can you do for my daughter?
What can you do for my daughter? You ain't doing nothing for yourself. How you gonna do something for her?
They're gonna hit that question every time,
And
bro.
then he's gonna be like, babe, I don't know about this boy.
Yeah.
You gonna have to think twice. I know he's cute and everything.
Yeah.
That's what I would do to
I'm
my
about to say,
daughter.
look, you just took the words right out of my mouth.
Yo.
I'll say the same thing.
And that made me question my life. Once I started viewing it that way, it made me look at myself differently. Like, oh, okay, I can't just be, what people think is nice. I gotta put work in life. I gotta take action. I gotta go after the things I want. So the things I do want that will come, I'm ready for. I'm prepared for. I'm strong enough for.
That's it.
So as young men, like going after, you gotta work.
Yeah. And that gives a whole new meaning to, if a man don't work, he don't eat. I mean, you don't eat in life. Everything, bro. Not just food, man. We talking about you don't eat in, your career. You don't eat in, like I said, trying to get your wife, trying to get your honey. You don't eat there. You don't eat, as far as great success. If you don't put in the work, you don't eat in general. Like it's more than just, eating a snack. Like if you don't put in the work, you don't eat in life in whatever area it's at. If you don't put in the work, you're not gonna